Have you ever wanted to record your own podcast, but you didn't have enough resources available? Maybe you didn't have enough money. Maybe you don't have a studio. Well, I have the perfect solution for your problem. It's called Anchor. Let me explain. It's absolutely free. There are creation tools available where you can record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer. It's easy for me because I can just get on here, record, share some content, and go about my day. And Anchor even distributes your podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. So go check them out today and get started with your podcast. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to The Function. If this is your first time stopping by the channel and you're wondering what this is all about, our main goal here is to make sure that every man is functioning to their fullest potential. We're going to be providing plenty of content, plenty of things to help you, to equip you, and just to make sure you go out there and just dominate your society with the right type of behaviors, the right type of habits, the right type of actions so you can function as a better man in our society today. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share and like this content, and I'll catch you in the next episode. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Function. In today's episode, we are on mental habits part 2. On the last episode, we talked a lot about just diving in and not compromising and just focusing on our willingness to dive right into things that can help us. And we talked a lot about just the hours I worked on AEP and how I just went all in and how I was able to benefit from those hours worked. And now we're going to talk about part 2 of mental habits. And again, the goal of this whole podcast is for us men to function to our fullest potential, to become those pillars in our society that people go to, people rely on, lean on, seek out. And we want to be those type of men. So I want to just talk about focusing on what you can control. There's a quote I like. It goes like this: focus on the inputs and let the outputs take care of themselves. And I think a lot of times we can easily get distracted, right? There's so much information being thrown at us every day. You can just go on Google and there's automatic search filters popping up about what's on the news today. You can go to YouTube and get sucked into all types of different content. If you have a certain videos that you watch on YouTube, they will actually recommend other videos, right? You know how that goes. And you're like, man, I just spent about 20 minutes watching stuff I wasn't even planning to watch. And, distracts us, right? And sometimes we can get so caught up that we have a tendency to just, maybe get discouraged, maybe get lazy, live in fear because of everything we see. But we have to focus on the controllables. We have to focus on what controllables are in front of us. For instance, and it's just black and white, focus on getting better in our careers. Focus on getting better as a person. Focusing on things that we can control, like this podcast. I can record episodes. I don't got to worry about, I don't have the certain amount of subscribers. No, I don't need to worry about that. I don't have this certain amount of resources or this amount of talent or this amount of experience. I don't have to worry about that. I have to focus on what I can control today, right? So that's what I can control. And how does this benefit us? Well, if we focus on what we can control, we become more focused, we become more disciplined, we become better people, and we begin to shift our perspective from the negative to the positive. We shift our perspective of thinking we can't grow to we can grow. We focus on things that help us rather than hinder us. We don't worry about the things that are out of our control. So how do we execute this process? First thing we got to do is turn off the distractions. The latest trends on Twitter, social media, the political jargon, all this talks about inflation, gas prices, recession. We got to turn all of that off. The reason why is because it distracts us from our purpose. Think about it. If you have a purpose and you are now tuning into something that is against your purpose, you are now taking time out of your day to entertain yourself with something that is a contradiction to your purpose. If you are trying to be financially free but focused on gas prices, how is that benefiting you? If you're focusing on inflation when you should be focused on producing, making income, making more income, you see how that contradicts your focus? And now you're trying to control something that you're never going to control. So turn off the distractions. Minimize the distractions. I'm not saying you don't have to stay up to date or tune in. I would be very cautious on what you consume and how much you consume of the news, of everything going on, because at the end of the day, it's not benefiting me, it's not benefiting you. So just turn off the distractions. Focus on the things that you can get done today, that you can accomplish today, right? Develop skills. Learn a trade. You can go to Skillshare and learn all types of stuff on video editing. You can go learn how to make YouTube videos. You can go on there and learn all kinds of stuff to build your skills. You can go get an insurance license. You can go learn about construction, being a welder, plumber, content creator, etc. When you develop skills, what happens is you are not paying attention to what's going on the outside. Remember, focus on the inputs and the outputs will take care of themselves. But if you're so caught up with the outputs of life, you're never going to fully develop the inputs of your life because you're so caught up in everybody else's life rather than your own life. I find it ironic that we pay so much attention to people we don't even know, and we don't pay enough attention to our own growth. I find that very interesting. So turn off the distractions, develop skills that will bring value in our society. And here's the thing. When you're developing skills, when you're learning something, you're growing, you're getting better, and you're bringing more value to that industry, to that market. What happens then? You become an expert down the road, right? People go to you. They look to you. They seek after your advice. But if you're so caught up with what the politicians are saying, with what gas prices are doing, with what the stock market is doing, you are being distracted. You see, if we want to function in this society, we have to learn to turn off the things that are hindering us, that bring no value whatsoever. And we got to focus on our skills. Next thing is follow a financial blueprint. Pay off your bad debts, your student loans, your car loans, your credit card debt. Learn about finances. I try to make it a goal to spend 30 minutes to an hour per day learning about finances. That's my goal. 30 minutes to an hour per day. I go to this YouTube channel called Wealth Dynamics. I look through a video and say, I want to watch this one today. And I just, either I relearn something I already know or I learn something new. That's my goal. And I constantly try to do that every day. Am I perfect? No. I'm not saying I do this every day. But I make it a goal to get information that's going to help me. Because I'm on a path right now where I've already paid off all my credit card debt. I am in the process of paying my car loan and my wife's car loan by next year. And then the next phase would be paying the student loans. And I'm heading in that direction. But in the meantime, I have to focus on a blueprint and stick to it. Do you have a financial blueprint? Or do you just spend money however you want to spend it? Do you have a budget? Do you have ways of getting out of debt? Do you have a 10-year, 15-year plan? If you don't, start doing it today. Get a blueprint and stick with it. Don't go after the get-rich-quick schemes where, you're going to be a millionaire in 6 months. Don't get caught up with that. Focus on how can I build financial independence today? What can I do? What steps can I take? Just learn about finances. Just learn. And I'll talk about some of the things I've been doing as we go through this podcast. I'll be sharing some of that, and hopefully that will bring some type of value to you, and hopefully it gets you going on the right path. Next thing is pick 1 to 2 income streams outside of your 9 to 5. 1 to 2. Not 3 or 4, not 5 or 6, 1 or 2. And make sure it's a stream where you can actually start making income. For instance, you can flip products on Facebook, on Craigslist. You can take a product, refine it, shape it back up, then sell it back for a higher price, right? You can do Uber and Amazon rideshare services. I do Uber on the side. I know my friend in New York, he does Amazon rideshare services 3 or 4 days a week. And that's his side income. He's also working on a drop shipping business, and he has a regular 9 to 5 job. And he's consistent. He's super consistent at what he's doing. You can start a YouTube channel. You can get a part-time job. You can work on a Saturday, work 5-6 hours on the weekend. And you said, that's so much. I want to see my friends. Let me tell you what's at the end of your life at 65. If you don't take care of your finances, a $900 Social Security check from the government. The reason why I know that, because I talk to senior citizens about Medicare every day. If you don't take care of your finances, that's what's waiting for you. That's what's waiting for you. That's what you're going to be living off each month. So think about, not just working 9 to 5. That's not enough. It won't get you where you need to go. So pick 1 to 2 income streams. Get really good at those. Really, really good. Even the 9 to 5. Get really, really good. If the other stream is going to build a business, be patient. Be patient. It's going to take time. But make sure you move forward. Next thing is avoid family drama and all forms of drama. The reason why is your energy is important. Avoid it. Avoid it at all costs. It does you no good. It does your spouse no good. It does your family no good. If you have a spouse, of course. It does your friends no good. It doesn't serve anybody. Avoid it. Pray for the people who are causing you problems. Love them at a distance. And focus on your purpose. That's it. If there's any kind of drama, just pull yourself away. Pull yourself away. Protect your energy. Because again, we have to focus on what we can control. We can't control outputs that serve us no good. We can't. We can't control any outputs. But we can control how we respond. We can control what we say. And we can control our actions. We can do those things. And in order for us to develop this mental habit of, focusing on what we can control, we have to practice this, right? And then when these situations come up, we have the habit of turning off the distractions, focusing on the skills, following a financial blueprint, having an income stream outside of our 9 to 5, avoiding family drama and all drama, and last but not least, produce more and consume less. Be a producer. Produce more. What does that look like? Well, you produce during work, right? Produce when you're off the clock. Whether that's helping your spouse around the house, whether that's having a project, having an ambition, produce. Consume less. Turn the TV off. Work. Have a plan and just produce. Serve in your community. Get another skill. Stay busy. Because you're going to feel better when you produce more. I've noticed that when I produce and I'm not consuming, I feel really good about myself. Because I'm adding value. So produce more in your life and consume less. You know, turn off the social media, turn off the movies, you know. Get started today on whatever you desire, whatever dreams you have. Get started and just start producing. See where it goes. You got nothing to lose. The only thing you lose in life is not doing it and losing time you can't get back. So these are the things I would do if I'm trying to focus on controlling what I can control, so my mental game is in the right place. Because again, we're talking about mental habits, and we got to learn as men to function. That's our goal. We're trying to function as people that are reliable, that can be looked at as leaders, as go-getters, as people who our peers look up to, who want information from, who strive to be like. Those are the kind of people we should all be. And we can. I know we can. Is it easy? No. None of this is easy. It's not. It's not easy to change a habit. So give yourself some grace if you fall short. Don't try to be perfect. Just start implementing stuff into your life so you can be the best version that God has made you to be and that you know that exists inside of you. Because you know what you're capable of. You just got to tap into it. That's it. So again, control the inputs and let the outputs take care of themselves. I hope you guys really enjoyed this today. And I will catch you on the next episode. If you enjoyed that episode today, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and share this content with others. And have a great week. You know, go function as the people you're capable of. And as the men that you know you can be. And if you got any questions or anything, just feel free to reach out to me. And have a great, great day.